I think it could change just a little bit because we're going to see these temperatures starting to warm up, but there's still a slight chance of seeing some snow that could sneak in here. But I don't think it's going to do much, mainly because of the temps that we have. 36 is what we're forecasting for the high, 34. That's going to be the low temp that we experienced earlier this morning. So here's a look at the visibility. We're seeing some fog in the lowest levels of the atmosphere. Not necessarily dense enough to slow you down, but it is out there. The clouds are not going to budge either. So it's a murky day, kind of a gloomy day, but this is helping us out. When you have clouds like this, they work as a blanket and they kind of protect the heat. And that keeps us into the 30s. So these numbers really don't look much different from how they looked this morning. So we didn't drop off into the 20s and teens. We stayed in the 30s, still there. Adrian at 37, Monroe 36, 35 in Detroit. The cooler spot to the north where most of the snow fell yesterday. And that shows Pontiac at around 32 degrees. Here's a look at what's going on. The system that brought all the troubles well off the coast here is nearly on the east coast, moving through the northeast. Cold front trailing behind it, and that's going to continue to push south. So we're not going to have many impacts here between now and about Thursday. There's one system, though, that we're watching to our south. It's going to get close enough to our weather where it can influence our skies, perhaps producing some additional cloud cover, so a stray shower, maybe even a mixed shower with some snow could sneak in here as well. If that occurs, it'll be primarily south of I-94, and I don't think it's going to amount to much, mainly because of the temperatures we were talking about. Highs today around 36, and that goes for a wide array of locations across Metro Detroit. And then by this evening, you're once again not going to see a lot of change here thanks to those clouds. They'll hold tough. Snow shower a possibility. Same thing going into Christmas. I do believe that from the morning start with that possible mix, we'll stay mostly cloudy. Temperatures will be above the freezing mark, above average technically, and we'll continue this warming trend. So if anything, it's just getting started tomorrow. It takes over after that. Notice all the warm colors you see here from Thursday into Friday. Going into the weekend, we'll surge these numbers into the 40s and even the 50s. It's not the prettiest warm up though, because we're tracking some rain to go along with this, but it's a spring-like feel as we close out what's left of December and also for 2024. But it's not going to last long. If I jump you ahead into the following week, getting into January now, the pattern completely flips. You get this upper level area of low pressure. It's going to funnel in this colder air. Maybe even Arctic air will make a return, not this weekend, but the following weekend. So the holidays stay cool, but not necessarily cold. We bounce back to around 40 degrees on Thursday, pushing the mid-40s by Friday. And there's the weekend warm-up with rain as temperatures return to the 50s before our cool down returns next week.